Yeah.
That's dope.
Ladies
I
and
like that.
yeah, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of You Mind If I Play Something For You? What you're hearing in the background is the wonderful Steely Dan, famous song Black Cow, one of my favorite goos, man. And today we got my man Larry Knight. What's up, brother? How you
What's
doing,
going
man?
on, brother?
Hey,
Oh
man.
man, man, it's been a long time since I had a chance to really sit down and talk with you, man. So
I feel you, bro. I knew we had a musical connection. Last time we hung out that was our boy's wedding,
yeah,
and
like
that was
13 years ago.
that was a grip ago, man. That was some time
No,
ago,
man.
man. Yeah, man. So, nah, man, I'm glad that you're here to join me today on the show, man. Man, what have you been up to? Let me ask you that first before we get into anything, man. What you been up to? I like
Uh,
that. I like that. Is it the impressionist or expressionist shirt?
the
Yeah.
expressionist. Yeah,
What's up with
yeah,
that,
yeah,
man?
yeah. So that's this is the name of a spoken word poetry group that I sponsor. I created it probably about 10 years ago, and I just mentor the kids and show them the fine art of spoken word poetry. And we do some performances around town. We do a lot of performances in school, and just really trying to help them build their ability to share their voice with strangers, friends. But at the
Right.
same time, just kind of pulling them into this place where they can hone their self confidence. So it's
Beautiful.
really, really, yeah, it's a blessing, man. But no, I've been educating, teaching English, lit, journalism, theory of knowledge for the last 22 years almost, man, and just trying to mentor minds and get them ready for the world when they get out of high school.
So let me ask you this, man. Do you ever take in that opportunity to play music during any classroom? I know I did. I always took that liberty, man.
Oh,
I've always picked songs and they kind of knew when that music came on, this is what we're about to do. As I didn't want to have to tell kids what to do. I wanted the music to be like, oh, okay, this is what we're about to switch into.
right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. Of course, man. I'm sort of known around the schools being that guy who always plays like some jazz or some really cool music in the background when they're either taking a test or doing some type of assignment. But probably the coolest thing I did in the last 3 or 4 years was I teach this class called Theory of Knowledge, and basically it's a class that focuses on epistemology. It's part of an IB International Baccalaureate program. And
Okay.
so a part of the curriculum, the kids have to write their extended essay. And so I noticed that while they're writing their extended essay, the room is like silent. They're in there typing.
Oh,
So I said,
definitely
it'd
silent.
yeah. So I said, it'd be kind of cool to put together a collaborative playlist on Spotify. And I call it the EE Lab of Sound. And so I sent the link to the kids, gave them some parameters, and I let them, put some music in there that to kind of fit the mood that I created. And so I call it like a crowdsourcing collaborative musical experience. And I think we're like up to like maybe 500 songs
Oh,
throughout
wow.
the years, and it's got a little bit of everything in it. But I told them they have to kind of cut some songs that have lyrics in it. So
Yeah,
because
you can't
I
have
can't
can't have
write
that
and
crazy content in there.
right. So
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
but yeah, yeah.
That's what's up, man. So hey, man, the show today, we're going to feature in our theme today on You Mind If I Play Something For You. We're going to focus on instrumentals. So it could be jazz, it could be something
Okay.
that is just it's a song that's is popular, but it's just you're just playing the instrumental or whatever it is. It may even have a
Right.
few lyrics in it, but the ideal is that we're featuring something that is instrumental based. And so as the format we always say, we got 7 songs each to kind of play. We didn't share our songs ahead of time. We're just kind of, and
Mhm.
this is just for us to just kind of, vibe back and forth on and just talk about it and why we picked them. And then at the end, man, we'll upload and have a playlist on iMusic, Apple Music.
Okay.
And so people
Okay.
get just a chance that they get their own playlist from what we picked out. It's like, yeah, man. So,
Right
that's how
on.
we do it, man. So Larry, as my guest, man, I'm gonna allow for you to come on and put your first song out
Okay.
there, man. So
Okay. Well, I'm gonna tell you, man. When you invited me to do this, I started thinking about what I was gonna play, and I said, man, this is like the hardest thing ever. Like out of all of the songs that I love, trying to pick 7 is difficult. So so thank you for the challenge. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna start out.
you know the reason why 7. There's only 7 notes in music, and that's also God's
Oh yeah,
perfect number, man. So you just
absolutely,
it just
absolutely.
flows that way, man. So yeah, 7. Yeah, that's why I had to
Oh,
hit it.
oh, what I thought when you said 7, I said, oh, I see where he's going with it. So
Yes,
that
sir.
was yeah. So I'm actually gonna pick this this first song. It's probably one of my favorites. It's from 1971, and I'll just play a little bit for you, and then we'll rap about it at the end here. So let me see if I can get it up here. Hold
Okay. Yeah, man. You already started with something where I like to go, man.
Yeah. So most people may or may not know this artist, but this is the one and only Alice Coltrane. This is John's wife, and it's the title track to her 1971 album, Journey into Satchidananda. And I like love this piece. It kind of gives you that vibe of meditation, peace, tranquility. She was most certainly like she and John were both certainly into just that kind of metaphysical vibe. And she's a harpist by trade, but she also plays piano. And so
Yeah.
if you listen to this album, it's just, I mean, it just is incredible. The rest of it is kind of flows like this too.
He gave her a harp, I think, as a wedding present. I just saw something recently on Netflix as Chasing Train, and got a chance to
Yes, yeah.
and saw that. I was just like, wow. I mean, dude, um, I completely respect John Coltrane for the music and just as a musician. I think one of the things that one of the guests on the show had said, you know what, I understand that I am in the midst of greatness. I may not
Right,
understand it, but I
right.
understand that I am in the midst of greatness, and I can respect that. So yeah, man, that's that. All right. So you coming, coming like that. Okay, all right.
Okay.
Well,
What you got?
let me hit you with a little bit of something like this, man.
Okay. Yes.
Classic.
Yes, sir.
This has been sampled so many times, man.
Absolutely.
That is Nautilus, Bob James, man. I absolutely love that groove, bro,
Yeah,
because
me too, man.
for me, I remember hearing the song, but I just didn't know who it was coming from. And then, like, we had this resurgence of listening to, I guess you would call it smooth jazz or something like that. We had this resurgence back in the, like in the late 80s, going into the 90s. I remember Bob James and David Sanborn did a Double Vision album.
I remember that.
Earl Klugh and I think it was Earl Klugh and Bob James, or Earl Klugh and David Sanborn. They did an album. It was just like these jazz artists were resurging or putting out these great collective, albums. And I just remember somebody telling me, well, dude, that groove is Bob James. And I'm like, the same Bob James that was in Double Vision? I was like, really? And so it forced me to let my musical taste kind of go back and check it all out. So yeah, man, that's That's why offering our first up. Yeah,
Okay.
man.
Okay. I see. Let me see. Let me see. What am I gonna do? Because that one was actually on my list. But okay.
We got one bump. Well, I got to it
Okay.
first. That's cool.
All right. Let
But
me see. Okay. Let's see. Check this out right here.
okay. I love the anticipation. Larry be coming out digging out the crates.
Hold on 1 second.
Nah.
I had to.
And like I see the books on there in the back of the shelf, man. But I'm assuming you got some CDs and some albums, some something back there too, man.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I got a whole bookshelf with all my CDs. I got a whole thing with cassettes in it.
I still hold true to my cassettes, man. I still got them.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna do this one.
Okay. We're in Brooklyn, baby. Roy.
Yes, sir.
Dag. I didn't even. Okay. That's it. That's where we're in Brooklyn, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, this one, this is another one that's been sampled like countless times, right? And
Yeah.
one that instantly comes to mind is Mos Def's or Yasin Bey's Brooklyn. It was, a 3-part track,
Yeah.
and he sampled it and kind of spat over it, and it was just elegant. I think it was also on Diggable Planet's album Blowout Cone too.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah.
Like,
so you go.
One of my
okay.
favorites.
Okay. All right. Since we're gonna talk about the influence, this is a classic. I love this. You ain't gotta think too hard on this one, man.
I know. Yeah.
One of the biggest hip hop records that ever, hit. They snatched this one up. You ain't gotta think that hard, man.
No, I mean the original artist. Let's see. Is this?
You gotta know the original, man. This man is. He's founded a school in L.A.
Herb Alpert.
Sir, Herb Alpert. The song is
okay.
Rise.
Yes,
yeah, man. So I love the take on that from Biggie because I think the great thing that I love the way that hip hop connects is that if you get a great sample of something that people have listened to, and there's just a groove, and so the older generation is like, oh, that's a joint. Okay, this is gonna be hot. But then younger kids catch on to it and it's just like, dang, what's that? That's kind of hot. I think that's the, and so I got to give it up for the producers, man, who were Puff in this vision of just some things, but just having the right producers to bring the right songs in there, man. So yeah, man, that's Herb Alpert Rise, man.
I think that we grew up in a generation where sampling, was first frowned upon. People took people to court over sampling people's songs. They thought it wasn't original, but it's become an art form. I think there are even whole websites, I don't know the name of them off the top of my head, that are dedicated to, figuring out what pieces of a song are sampled. And, if you look into that, you'd be amazed how many records today like take maybe like a snippet or lengthier piece, but I just think it's all a part of the art form. It's like taking something old, repurposing it for something new. So on that note, how about this?
I'm ready to yell, Snoop Dogg. Man, dude. Okay,
you
so
out to Cali.
I know the sample, but where it comes from. But dude, I don't know who that is. You got me on that one.
Yeah, it's David Axelrod, man. He composer, 1960s, 70s, and he's filed under jazz, but you can also file him under pop as well. But he's got a really, really deep catalog of music. So I suggest
so what's the name of the what's the name of the song?
Oh, sorry. The name of the song is The Edge.
The Edge.
The Edge.
Dude.
Yeah, The Edge.
You pulled that one up out the crates on me on that one, man. I'm like, I can't even fight that one. That's kind of dope, man. Fifth song in, we had Alice Coltrane and My Bob James and Yo Roy Ayers to Herb Alpert to now David Axelrod. Oh man, okay, bro. Okay. So all right. You making me fight. I'm trying to think about what's gonna be my blazer at you, but I'm gonna hit you with this one, man. I'm gonna come with this one.
Yeah.
Now, most people know this as being Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. Earth, Wind, and Fire is featured on this, and they share the collectiveness of this. This is Earth, Wind, and Fire and Ramsey Lewis. The song is called Sun
Ramsey
Goddess.
Lewis. Yes. Okay.
Man, I absolutely love this groove, man. And even though they get to with the way up in there, man, I'm just like that. Dude, that.
Now is this on Ramsey Lewis's album, or is this primarily Earth, Wind, and Fire's piece?
So you can find it on both, but you're gonna find it on Earth, Wind, and Fire's album. Yep.
Okay.
You can find it on both, but you're gonna find it as Ramsey Lewis on his, and I'll even show you the album cover of it is so unique, man.
Yes. Okay. Yes. I think I may even have that somewhere in my, music collection. But that's okay. And what's funny, I never knew the name of that song. I just know the groove.
And it's the way-o. Talking about way-o. Right. Yeah, man, that's my joint, man. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, love Ram. I went to school with his sons, Fran and Bobby Lewis, man. Went to high school.
Oh really? High school or
yeah, I went to high school.
Okay.
Okay. High school with them. Okay. Cool cats, man. Cool cats.
Now you're from Chicago, right?
From Chicago, man. Hey man, I went to school with Curtis Mayfield's daughter, Sharon Mayfield.
Really?
Not fine. Wow. Lord have mercy. Shout out to Sharon Mayfield. Yeah, man. Okay. I remember that brother. I remember Curtis Mayfield riding around in our neighborhood in a chocolate brown Rolls Royce. This is back in the 70s. With the Cali tags and everything. And you knew it was him, man, because ain't nobody, we may have some caddies or some Lincolns or a couple of Benzes, but ain't nobody rolling Rolls around in the hood, bro. And he had a chocolate brown Rolls Royce. That joker was sweet. Nice.
Man, I love some Curtis Mayfield, man. I mean, we could, spend all day and night talking about that dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we could go with classic composers and musicians from the 70s, man. I definitely put in Curtis Mayfield and Isaac Hayes, and I'd have to put in Quincy Jones, but man, there's some others that are deep in the crates, man. But again, that's a whole nother show, man. That's a whole nother.
Absolutely.
We
Well,
would be.
hopefully I get invited back for that one. Let's see. So how many do I have left, man? 3 or
So
4?
so we've done 6 songs collective. That's 3 for you, 3 for me. We've got 4 left
Okay.
to go, man. So you climbing up the
Okay.
hill to your maximum banger, and I'm already like, okay, all right, I gotta see
Okay.
what I can come with. So what you
I'm
got?
gonna keep it still in this wheelhouse before I start going to some other genres. So, let's see if you can recognize this track.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, man, you got me on that anticipation tip, man. I know you dude. David Axelrod, The Edge. I'm like, wow, you're gonna make me go back and straighten my game up, man.
no, man, you know you're gonna come with something I'm just not gonna think about, and then all of a sudden I'm gonna have to hang it up and go about my business. Here you go. So that's Lonnie Liston Smith, Zavika, Goddess.
Man, bro. And he is always, I skipped over him when I was about to pull it out, man. And I was, because there's a couple of cuts he got that I love listening to. What's the name of that one?
Zavika.
Davika. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Also known as Goddess.
So why do you like that one, man?
I mean, the thing about it, man, I think jazz has always been my like musical genre of choice, my prime. And the one thing that I try to do is find music that kind of inspires me to think beyond, beyond. And that was one of the albums that I used to love to just write poetry to, just kind of, put it on and kind of collect my thoughts and just, think on that astral plane that kind of, pulls out some of my best work. And so, that song, I first heard the sample, on Pacifics by Diggable Planets. And then, once you hear a sample, then you're like, oh man, where's that? And then exactly. Yeah. But then after that, it was just, just falling in love with him as a jazz artist and all those artists from the 70s, similar to him, and, just, putting it in my collection. But yeah, I thought you'd dig that one.
Love it.
That's one that classic. People know about it. People kind of can,
and
they can recognize where they heard it from.
Like, where did you get that one from? Okay. So I got now 4 left, and as I'm looking at my list, because I got to think about, what am I last coming into? Because there's a couple in here that I'm just like, I love just playing. But there are some impactful ones, and I'm trying to see how I want to. And I found one today while I was working out. I was listening to something, and it popped up, and I was like, I know that song. Hold on. And I don't think anybody would figure out who this cat is or who this group is. But okay, all right. So I'm gonna hit you with this one, and I think they're probably underrated.
Okay.
This group is known for disco kind of anthems, and their bass player is he's a phenomenal writer. He's featured in some people's songs.
You got me on this one.
And it's only 4 of them. Chic.
Is Chic?
Is Chic.
Okay.
The song is called Savoir Faire.
I've never heard this one.
Savoir Faire. because you'll listen to the up tempo stuff that they got going on,
Right.
but most people don't pick up on that one. It's called Savoir Faire, chic.
Savoir Faire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I've never heard that. When you said bass player, I was like, okay, Niles Rodgers, right?
No,
Like,
that's right.
okay,
Now Rogers. Yeah,
okay.
man.
So,
Love me some chic, man. Love me some chic, man. And plus, I'm a disco house head, man. I like old '70s.
oh,
You know, I like to hear some old genuine grooves. I mean, Roy Ayers is probably a staple. You know,
right.
everybody loves the sunshine and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. I got a lot of love for that. All right. What you got for me? What you got for me, brother? We are up
Okay.
to. We have done 8
So
songs. We are
let's
now
see.
up to
So,
number 9 for you.
okay, well, I'm gonna still stay in that '70s, '80s era
Okay.
before we start dipping into some more, modern stuff. It wouldn't be Sunday if we didn't take it to the islands. So let's see. Let's see if I can play this. Come on.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. See, lucky like this is not coming through because I was about to hit you with one of the incredible ones.
Oh man. I tell you, man, it's like a Heinz ketchup bottle, man. It's like anticipation.
I know. Sorry, brother.
What do they tell you? Hit the 57 with a knife in it. That's how when the ketchup bottle gets stuck, hit a knife on the 57 that's on the glass, and it'll make the ketchup come flying.
Right on.
So I got to get my knife. And come on, man. Hit the 57.
Okay.
Bro.
I'm gonna have to go back to one of my follow-ups just in case.
Okay.
I know.
No worries. No worries. That may lock and load for something else, man. No worries. I got you, man. I got you. Alice Coltrane, you came out hard. Ooh.
Man, just trying to. Let's do this. Sorry, the anticipation again.
No worries, man. No worries. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. And that's the funny thing about, man. So I think about radio stations and stuff like that, man. Thank God for satellite radio, man, because it just anybody that can just open up the catalog and fully play just some wonderful music, man. There should be absolutely no reason why you'd ever run out of music at all.
She say, one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, girl, let's rock that.
Oh.
Say one for the trouble, two for the time. Come on, girl, let's rock that.
Hey. Boom, 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 boom.
So that's the Adventures of the Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah.
So just wanted to kind of put that out there in the universe.
The Grandmaster Flash.
Heads.
Woo.
Absolutely.
And what you said is called Adventures of Grandmaster Flash, or is it just?
Yeah, the Adventures of Grandmaster Flash on the Wheels of Steel.
Wow.
It's like a almost 7-minute mix of just him pulling in some different things. So, when you said chic, I said, okay, well, try to find the connection because I think he has some chic in there.
Yeah, he does. He was coming into it.
Mm-hmm.
Wheels of Steel. Yeah, man. It's almost like your boy DJ Clue.
Oh, absolutely.
Clear my. Okay. You going there. All right. So let me see if I can take you to this one, man. I'm going to throw something to you. And we're on the So this would be my 10th. So that's 5 songs in for me, 5 songs in for you. And that would leave us with 2 to go. So I got to be really careful. Okay. So I got one for you. Don't think you're going to get it. This is one of my favorite groups, and I owe it to my wife who turned me on to this group, man. Their lead singer probably has one of the most phenomenal voices. This group, man, has, when you go like to Capital Jazz Fest or any of these festivals and stuff like that, they're always featured.
I don't know it.
So
you got me.
The group is called Incognito.
Oh.
And the song is called Barumba. Yeah,
Barumba?
man. Barumba.
Oh,
yeah, man. It's off
wow.
the 100 Degrees and Rising album. Yeah, man. So
I've heard the group before, the name of the group, but I've never like heard that particular song. So I'm like, okay.
I don't credit my wife with too many things. At least I could say that. You'll hear this, you're like, what's she talking about? But I can tell you that I can honestly say I never had heard of the group before. I've heard of some of their songs, but I had never heard of the group and really picked them up until she turned me on to them, dude. And I'm just like, I'm hooked now. I mean,
wow, man.
She's recommended some other stuff, and I was like, yeah. But this one, I'm like, yeah, you got me. I'm hooked. I'm hooked in. So, Incognito, the song is Barumba. Yeah,
Barumba. Man. Okay, yeah. That's a chill little vibe, man. I like that.
Just that. I like that. And then they come in talking about Barumba. And I was like, yeah. Make you want to go to the island somewhere, man. And, have a little Mai Tai or something, man. While you're sitting out on the beach. Right?
Okay. All right. Well, speaking of the islands, I think I got 2 more, right? 2 more left.
So let me see here. Yep. So
1 more left.
No, you got 2 more. So you give me Alice Coltrane, Roy Ayers, David Axelrod, Lonnie Smith, and Grandmaster Flash. That's 5. So you got 2 more to go for me.
Okay. So let's see if you dig this. This is Augustus Pablo and King Tubby. King Tubby meets the Rockers Uptown.
Oh, man, dude. Okay, so you taking me back to Chicago to the Wild Hair. A couple of reggae spots I like to go to, man. Like going to Wednesday night in D.C. up at the Republic Garden. I'm aging myself on that one, but yeah, man. So who was that again? I heard King Tubby, but who was?
Okay, sorry. It's the song is King Tubby meets the Rockers Uptown, and it's a dub mix by King Tubby and Augustus Pablo.
Man, dude, where did you find that from?
Oh man, so when I first moved to Jacksonville, right? It was like trying to just kind of connect with the culture, and so there used to be a Sunday reggae show every Sunday, aired on the radio station here, and I just became a fan, and so I just spent time just cultivating my knowledge of reggae, mostly the classics, and so I picked up this CD, which is just like a compilation of dub tracks, and this was on it. And man, when I first heard it, I'm like, wow, just fell in love with it, and it's like in my little special playlist when I just want to feel like I'm 1970s Kingston, so but yeah, so I figured you would dig that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh man. Okay. So I have 3 songs.
Uh-huh.
Even though I got more to choose from, I got 3 songs, and I'm trying to figure out what my banger is. I know what my
Okay.
banger is. I know what my banger is. I got so okay, and let me throw this one out to you. So we'll have our 7, but you can have an honorable mention.
Oh, okay, cool.
So let me help
All
you
right.
with that one. All
Appreciate
right, so all right, I am gonna hit you with this, man. I got introduced to this group from my best friend from college, not Flo. He's a best friend too.
that.
But what my boy who got me to move to DC, my man Kamani Thompson, rest in heaven, brother, man. And he came home one day, man, and he didn't come home. We were in my car, and he was like, "Man, I got something I want you to play." I was like, "Oh, dude, I don't feel like hearing no hip hop today." And he's like, just relax, man. I got you.
Mhm.
And he put this song in the CD, man. We in the convertible. We in DC.
Kind of chill, man. I like that.
And the reason why I love this vibe is because, man, it just I was digging Incognito at the time, but this came to me out of nowhere. And I credit him for this, man, because I would have never found this group, man. And he turned me on to it. They ended up being on Red Hot Rio for a couple of tracks. Just some smooth stuff, man. The group is called Groove Collective.
Oh, yes. I know. Yes. Okay.
And the song is called Fly, man.
Yes, man.
And so this little part that we vibing into, you get the little flute going, and then it'll suddenly, it'll pick up and get into a little beat, man. And I'm just like, oh man, dude. So yeah, Groove Collective. The song is called Fly, man. Like I said, a hidden gem. I could sit there and listen to that whole CD, man, and just be on a cool out vibe. But I always think, every time I hear that, I think of him because he introduced me to that, man. It was just
What's the name? What's the name of the song again?
Fly, like fly like an
Fly.
eagle. Fly.
Okay.
It's just Fly.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So Groove Collective.
Okay. Wow. Okay, man. I like that.
So you were at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your 7th song, although you got your honorable mention in there.
Honorable mention.
Yeah,
okay.
Don't hit me with your 7th song. What you got for me, bro?
Okay. All right. So for this particular piece, I want to go full circle, right?
Okay.
So I started with Alice Coltrane, and I want to go full circle and end my 7 with this brother out of Los Angeles. He's worked with the likes of Kendrick Lamar. He's worked with the likes of Thundercat. He's worked with, I think Snoop was on one album, but this guy is a master. And so his name is Flying Lotus, and this is Roberta Flack. Now, the reason I connected to Alice Coltrane is because he is Alice Coltrane's nephew. So check this out. Dig that.
Damn. I'm feeling that, bro. So the guy's name is Flying Lotus.
Flying Lotus, absolutely.
And what's the song called?
Roberta Flack.
It's called Roberta Flack.
Absolutely, yeah.
Wow, man, dude. I was like, I heard you say Roberta Flack, and man, Roberta's my girl, man. Dude, I could play some Roberta Flack, man, and her and Donny Hathaway. Miss you, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Hey, man. Like that their album.
Her and Peabo Bryson.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
Man,
I
Yeah,
just,
yeah. That's
Roberta's my girl, man. Roberta's my
that's
girl.
perfect Sunday music, right?
Oh
Like
my
this.
God. You hit it on the nail head with that one, man. Okay, okay. Man, I like that. That's something new that I ain't even on yet. Okay, okay. All right. So then
Check them out, man.
I'm gonna hit you. So I know what my honorable mention is. Now I'm gonna shift it and move it. I'm going to introduce you to
Okay.
somebody. Um,
Okay.
so I told you, man, I'm a true '70s, '80s kid. A lot of house music, old disco, that kind of thing, and just and beyond what the Saturday Night Fever. I'm talking about. I like to go deep in the crates, and so
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
my cousin out of Detroit turned me on to these cats, um, and it, I told you I was in the pool working out today.
Yeah.
What's that make you feel like doing right now, bro?
Strolling, skating, something. Yeah.
I'm so glad you said that because the name of the song is called Skating.
Oh.
The name of the song is called Skating, and the group is called Didado.
Didado?
Didado. You've heard that.
Yes, sir.
How many times you heard that sample in the joint?
I'm trying to replace it. I know I've heard it, but I just can't think of the song.
Yeah, man. I had to put that one on you, bro. That
Yeah,
joint right there is called Skating, and the
who's the
guy
by?
Didado. I'm gonna put that one up so you can see it.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. That's something I have not heard.
Deodato. Deodato.
Diodato.
Yeah,
Okay.
Deato. So I
You
found in him other cuts that I was like, I've heard this in a mix. I've heard DJs pull this in and play a little bit of this and play a little bit, but that song that as it started to kick in with the skating joint, you've heard that little sample from. I can't tell you what it is, man. I won't spoil it for you. You're gonna figure it out because once you get the song, you're gonna be like, I know who this is. Yeah, man. So that was
okay.
my seventh song, Skating, and you said it right. It just made you want to do what? Made you want to go
Roller
stride.
skate, yeah.
Ooh.
Even though I can't roller skate like to
Hey
save my
man,
life. But
when I was a kid, I could roller skate my tail off. Now, man, dude, I don't want to fall.
man.
I do not want to fall.
I never got a hang of it, and I admire all you brothers that know how to do it though.
Hey man,
So,
I just don't want to fall. I really just don't want to fall. Yeah, man. So what's your honorable mention, bro? I give you that
all
one.
Right. All right. So my honorable mention comes with a little backstory, right?
Okay.
So my wife is from the Bahamas, and so we were over there one time visiting, and heard the song on the radio, and I'm like, man, I love this song. And my brother-in-law was like, man, you like that song? I know the guy who is the lead singer for the group, and I could hook you up, like you guys can meet. So I'm like, what? Like, of course,
Heck
So
yeah.
we take a trip, man, to his house, and we start talking, and just kind of talking about music and stuff, and then he hands me this CD, signed autograph, man, and I'm like, wow. So the name of the group, right, is The Beginning of the End. And the name of the group is The Beginning of the End. And the classic song that they put out is Funky Nassau. And you probably heard it before, and anybody who wants to look it up, they can look it up. But I'm not going to play Funky Nassau because Funky Nassau is like classic, right?
Yeah, that is
but
classic.
This song, like we always talk about digging in the crates and being a musicologist and stuff.
Yeah.
And when I first heard this song that I'm going to play, I was like, man, this just, this is just like the perfect connection between another track that I just dearly, dearly love and this particular group here. So this is called When She Made Me Promise.
When She Made Me Promise. Hey. That was sampled from that's the beginning intro to Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I'm like, how, it's like, it's mind blowing that here I am meeting this guy whose group created, this song on this album that ended up being sampled by, a group that I love dearly, and a song that is just, like probably one of the greatest hip hop songs ever made. And I'm like, wow. So I met the guy that Pete Rock sampled. That just, to me, was just, kind of an incredible full circle. So,
oh my goodness, dude. You hit me over the forehead with that one. I love your honorable mention. Wow. So the beginning of the end is the group. The song is When She Made Me Promise.
When She Made Me Promise. Yes, sir.
Okay, bro. Okay. So you got a backstory for yours. I got a backstory for mine.
Okay.
So, the Quiet Storm in itself as a concept for radio was introduced by Howard University way back in the day. What happened is one of their night DJs didn't show up and they had to do something. So the music program manager said, we just go play some slow cuts. And one of the engineers said, we're going to call it the Quiet Storm. Well, dude, that concept of just late night music on the radio and, having from 10 o'clock until way late into the, early hours in the morning, dude, you getting your groove and move on, right? Between the sheets, just smooth, that kind of thing. So the Quiet Storm in Chicago, there were stations like BMX, GCI, JPC, KKC. These were the classic, and they had that Quiet Storm thing. So this was a song that I would hear often, but never knew who it was. Okay. And I didn't really, I never told my sister about it. I have 3 older sisters, and a lot of my musical taste influences come from them. So my second sister, Carol, we were in the car and the song came on. I was like, man, that's my joint. I turn that up, and she was like, oh, that's, such and such and such. I can't tell you yet. And so so it was one of those things. I hear it and then it would dissipate in my mind. I'd hear it again. Like, man, I always forget to go get it. Mm-hmm. I'm in my freshman year at Morehouse. We are driving back on the Illinois Club bus. And so all the people from Morehouse and Spelman and Clark, we all got on a Greyhound bus that we chartered. And all of us hopped on the bus. And I think it was either Thanksgiving or this was Christmas time. And I'm sitting next to one of these cats, man. He had his Walkman on. And he's like, dude, you got to listen to this dude I'm listening to. It's some jazzy kind of stuff, but you got to hear it. He said, you've heard this one song before on the Quiet Storm. I said, man, forward to it. Let me hear what it is. And when he played it for me, dude, I almost fell out. The artist's name is Pat Metheny, and the song is Are You Going With Me?
Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. I have never heard this either.
If this don't take you driving somewhere, man, you and your lady, there are certain grooves that are nocturnal grooves. These are nocturnal mornings.
Yeah, this is like a good late night drive along the highway.
Right.
Absolutely.
Rhythm section has got this, it's making it move, so it's like there's motion to it, but then there's this sweet melody that lays over the top of it.
Absolutely, man. What's the name of it again?
My brother, it is Pat Metheny.
Okay.
The song is called "Are You Going With Me?" It is off the Left Turn album. Yeah,
Okay.
man. Are You Going With Me? It's off the Left Turn album.
When you put when you put the playlist together, I'm gonna have to put that one on repeat.
Hey, brother, that right there. When I got home, I immediately, the next day, I was at the record store. I was at Peaches Records in Hyde Park. They don't even have Peaches Records no more. They used to have the crates and stuff. There's coconuts and peaches. And I was at, I got that tape. I still got that tape.
Man.
Still got that tape.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate you putting that in your repertoire, because that's something I can definitely vibe to.
And the funny thing about it is, dude, so just even in mentioning to you, man, there's a song that I was fighting with. And so this is when I think you just got to hear it on your own. And I'll put it out there for everybody, but it's by Gino Vanelli. And the song is called Storm at Sunup.
Okay.
If you've never heard Storm at Sunup.
Yeah, well, Gino Vanelli is like legendary.
Dude, I got introduced to him by my sisters, fell in love with it. I used to drive my roommates in college crazy playing. They're like, why are you playing this? They didn't like me playing Gino Vanelli and Steely Dan. Now, when I talk to them, they love it. Man, dude, it's the greatest thing ever. I was like, oh, I wasn't saying that when I was playing it. So, and then I had a couple others for you, man. Ray Parker Jr.'s After Midnight.
Okay.
That was another one that I had, and Patrice Rushen, Number One.
Is that instrumental?
Instrumental. Number One is instrumental.
Sure would be. Yeah.
And probably the classic, man, of all time, George Benson, Breezin'.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say Mr. Magic, but okay, yeah, Breezin', definitely.
Breezin'.
Okay.
Breezin'.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought about Grover Washington. Jay, but I was like, oh, there's so many. It's like, okay, yeah, man.
Well, I had some others for you too, man.
Okay.
I kind of cataloged it by genre, but we talked about when we talked about We Live in Brooklyn. I talked about Yasin Bey, formerly known as Mos Def. Well, at the end of Black on Both Sides is May December, a nice little groove, kind of instrumental closing track for the album. I'm just gonna play that one. There's also I was gonna play the Urban Theme by Maxwell. The track that starts off the album. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. But in that same little I guess genre, I had Sade's Siempre Hey Esperanza picked out.
I love that song.
But I was trying to go over some like thematic stuff. So I had, it says she got Sade, and then who's Sade's band? Sweetback.
Sweetback.
So Sweetback, Gaze by Sweetback with Emile Leroy on the track. I mean, that would have been like cool. But what I was really going to throw at you, which is going to was Funkadelic's live version of Maggot Brain, which is, like an 11-minute long, just like funk rock. If anybody who watches your show and, they're into just like they love George Clinton, they love Funkadelic, like find Maggot Brain and just sit back, put on a blue light, a nice adult beverage, and
a little libation,
a little libation,
some herbals.
Just, yeah, man, yeah. I actually got to see Funkadelic in Parliament in concert in New Orleans like a couple of years ago. actually on my birthday, they were doing like a
Wow.
farewell tour, and so they dove into this track. Man, I was like, wow. But this version is from like 1970 something or whatever, and it's on the One Nation Under a Groove album. So that's like my favorite. Then I had some other stuff too that was like, you know, more like in the electronic down tempo, and some Moby, some Thievery Corporation, stuff like that. Some North
Oh,
Line Loaded.
Thievery Corporation. Yes.
Yeah. But you know, I put them all in a playlist. So I shared my playlist that I created with you, and then
Okay.
you know you can have some of these tracks.
Well, man, we'll make sure we get it all up, man, for folks to take a listen to.
Absolutely.
Larry Knight, my man, I appreciate you, brother, man. You have made this second this episode, man, of Mind If I Play Something to You classic, bro. I can't you came with the heat, bro. You came with the heat. And so you know, with that being said, we will stroll out until the next time we get together. We're gonna have our man George Benson Breeze and take us out, man. Larry Knight,
All right.
your man Dan Davis. Mind if I play something for you? We'll be back again next time. Y'all be good.
All right. Peace, everybody.